Hey there, it's Delilah. I know you guys are waiting for that deep dive video from me, and rest assured, you're gonna get that video eventually. But today's video is not that video. I pranked ya. I'm a bad YouTuber. I have been really burnt out. I've been viewing apartments recently, and it's, oh my god, I have so many horror stories. My car was broken down, so I was low-key just like relying on these random men. I don't do anything that I do to take me 2 hours to view these places, and obviously that ended up being a really bad experience. There's an experience with 2 different men taking me to these places. Oh, D, like, you shouldn't use men to I know that now because it was the worst experience ever. This one guy that was driving me, he started
screaming at a homeless man sleeping on the side of the road.
Like, window down, like, yelling at him. And then a different guy that was taking me most recently had a huge crash out because I needed him to turn down the music when the realtors were calling me. And he actually ended up punching me in the arm because I tried to turn down one of his songs, dude.
But what the hell?
Like, what is going on? Bro, he was playing music that, like, it was music to die to. And I was, like, low-key sitting there, like, having a panic attack. And he's sitting there, and he's like, I think I can hit the notes to this one. Just singing horribly in my fucking ear while I'm already stressed the fuck out. He also almost got into a car accident and then tried to blame it on me for talking. That's a whole thing that we're not gonna get into. But yeah, like, I've just been super stressed out doing these apartment viewings and trying to, like, manage and figure out, like, getting a new car sorted and the financial obligations of that. And then on top of that, like, doing deep dive videos is so much research. And so, like, I've been trying my very best, but, like, it's just so hard to get together with the limited time that I have right now. And I'm so sorry, guys. That's also why I haven't been posting on my regular schedule. Not to mention, I recently started to have some really painful health issues and haven't been able to get to the doctor because I didn't have my car. So, like, every day I've just kind of been in pain. It's been, like, a few weeks now, and I'm kind of really concerned. But, like, don't worry about me, guys. Like, I think it'll be okay. I don't know. Just don't worry. Like, I'm sure it'll be fine. All that being said, we are going to check out a subreddit. Before we get started, if you're not subscribed already, please do that. I would really appreciate that. Please leave a comment. Please like this video. I'm really trying right now. I'm just so stressed out. There's so much shit going on, man. Like, I just want everything to be okay. 1 link equals 1 prayer. Anyways, we're gonna look at r/, I think it's relationship_confession. Does this not exist? What? Is my mic okay? And that's another thing. On top of this, I finally got a moment to film a video the other day. And my microphone was muted the entire time. It's fine, everything's fine. Anyways. Okay, I see r/relationship advice, and I also see r/LoveConfession. Should I leave my 3-year-old relationship because of recent posts? What is this? Are these reposts? Because I'm assuming your boyfriend isn't Andrew Tate. That says, women, judges, and rulers are a curse on America. Woman was not made to lead, but to feel. She is designed for nurture and compassion. Oh, great heavens, which are conflicting traits for carrying out the wrath and justice. Isaiah 3:12. Youths oppress my people, and women rule over them. My people, blah, blah, blah. Show more. Oh, and your boyfriend of 3 years retweeted that. And then he also retweeted Andrew Tate. Not sure if there's any Andrew Tate fans in that. Did I just give my camera astigmatism with my greasy ass fingers? Hang on. Is this better? Not sure if there's any Andrew little tater tots in my audience, but if you are, feel free to leave or pay a commission of like $20 to my PayPal, and then you can stay, I guess, but just shut up. You can stay, but just don't speak. God. Okay, sorry. He retweeted Andrew Tate saying, stop letting women vote. Oh, great. Stop giving women position as judges. What? Did something happen recently with a woman judge? Like, rule, okay. Stop giving women political appointments. As soon as only men run government and law, all the problems disappear. The patriarchy. That's kind of been a thing. Like, what do you mean? Women now understand that without male protection, they're nothing but victims. You are not a girl, show more. Oh my God. What does your boyfriend have against women judges? He just like recently lost like a speeding ticket and the judge was a woman and he's like,
fuck women, I fucking hate all of them. You're right, Andrew Tate, you're right about all women.
That's really all that it takes. You see some unstable men who like one bad experience with a chick and it's like,
fuck all women, fuck them.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like that's really gonna shape your opinion. I've been having bad relationships with men and I'm still not sitting here saying fuck all men. Like, grow up. And then the caption says, for the last year or so, he has been posting things that I find really disturbing. And there's no talks about marriage between us. I'll attach the pictures of some of the posts and his retweets. I'm really confused at the moment. I tried to say there will be changes, but it's all in vain. And then someone said, people don't post this stuff unless they agree with it. Unless stated with the post. I'm a guy and I stay away from him. And then OP said, yes, I'm just clinging to hope that he's a different person. I was wrong. And then they said, I'm really sorry. It is possible he was pulled in after you started dating. Not that it matters much. And then OP said, yes, he was different. But after he started hanging out with a different friend group, that's when. This started around 2024. Yeah, he's being influenced. And it's unfortunate that the person you're supposed to love most in this life isn't the one who can influence you to not hate women and think they don't deserve to vote or be judges or be pro-patriarchy. You know that you're dating a woman, right? You know that that's like ultimately oppressive to her to have these views and to repost these views. Like, that's horrible. And there's no way that that couldn't bleed into your guys' relationship. Like, he's misogynistic, you know? Like, that's the fact of the matter. Okay, well, that's our first one. Sorry about that, y'all. Oh, my 31 female boyfriend.
Huh?
I'm assuming your boyfriend could be a female. Okay, no. They said they're 31 and a female, and their boyfriend, who's 32 and a male, unliked all my posts on Instagram. Why? But I can see that he liked our mutual friends' photos of both genders and doesn't like anything that I post on Facebook/IG anymore. Y'all, please tell me the harsh reality and make me laugh, lol. OMG. Edit. My friend brought this to my attention and did the investigatory work. She just missed me and was going through our pictures on IG and wondered why he liked our mutual friend's photo but not my recent post. She thought it was weird because he was previously supportive-ish, but then noticed that he had unliked all my photos. She took screenshots and showed me. I didn't bring it up because I didn't notice and I didn't look. Edit. He said he'll visit me this weekend and he started planning for us to go to the restaurant but has no open reservations. Edit. He booked a hotel. She's like in the trenches updating this Reddit. This is amazing. Edit. He booked a hotel for an upcoming wedding and is booking a hotel for a trip to the West Coast. Edit. He denied unliking my photos and shrugged when I asked why he didn't like my recent post. I asked to look through his phone. He clearly edited the photos he liked because we previously fought about him liking the photos of previous relationships. I think I'm being gaslit. He edited photos to make it seem like he didn't like them? What? Someone said my guess is that he has another love interest and he doesn't want them to know about you. Because of another comment I read on your last post, I don't think this is a serious relationship, and that's fine. This seems like one step above friends with benefits. And then OP said, see, that's what I'm thinking. But he's introduced me to the majority of his soccer friends, some of his coworkers, and close friends. I wonder who the new chick is. She's kind of low-key so unbothered. I love it. And then they said, should you have to, though? And then OP said, I shouldn't, but I really want to know. I want to know, too. Who's this new chick? She just doesn't really give a fuck. Anyways, that one's kind of silly. Should I go to the other subreddit? LoveConfessions? I need to pee. I'll be back. Hello. I'm back. And there's no microphone because my phone's dying. Sorry. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I stumbled upon a Gooner post. Oh my god, I don't even know if I can read this. It says, how do you deal with being a horny all the time? I've 34 female, just got a vent to literally anyone. I'll probably delete this later. Anyways, I'm just so fucking horny, it's driving me crazy. My neighbors upstairs are like, whoa, okay, let's leave the house for a few hours. It's annoying, and I'm beginning to wonder if I'm a fucking weirdo. Honestly, granted that I haven't had sex since 2023, that's a huge factor. And I'm not talking about self-care here. That is well taken care of. I think she's talking about little DJ action when she says self-care. I'm being intentional with dating, as I know what I want and I know what I don't want. Anyways, I'm going insane. If anyone else can relate to this, how the hell do you navigate it? Oh my god. Somebody said, well, your DMs are about to blow up. Yeah, probably. I just know that there's people that stumbled upon this and were like, I can help you with that. Somebody said women tend to have a higher X drive as they get older. Is that true? Oh, Google says no. Instead, they decline in libido. Okay, well, we're just talking to talk, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I just had to click on that one, because what the hell? Relatable. Am I right? Oh no. Speak of which, this one says, I couldn't get it up for my first time and the girl blocked me on everything. I, 21 male, met up with a girl, 21 female, to have X for the first time through Tinder. That's such a foreign concept to me. Like, premeditatively being like, we're gonna do it. We're gonna get to it when I meet up with you. Like, oh my god, I feel like you're setting yourself up to be so nervous. A spark of the moment thing, there's like less time to overthink it, but to premeditate that, I probably wouldn't be able to get it up either. And I don't even have a penis. You know what I mean? I met up with a girl for the first time through Tinder. We talked for about 2 days and we decided to meet up. We talked about using weed. Hello. That's such a funny way to say that. Keep in mind that I've only gotten high one time before that. Oh my god. No way. You were losing your virginity and smoking for only the second time in your life. So I meet up with her around 11:30 at her house. She lives 30 minutes away from me. I pick her up and we go to the park around a minute away to smoke. I hit her weed vape around 5 times.
5 times.
That was enough to get me high, I think. Oh God! Bro, if I'd only smoked once, I would hit it like once and like wait and see. Like not like, okay, I think I'm good. Like, no! I don't know if 5 times is a lot. I've never hit a pen. I'm not a weed galley. Me when the weed tells me to get scared. Bruh. That's me. So I don't know if 5 is a lot, but I feel like it's gotta be. I hit her weed vape around 5 times. That was enough to get me high, I think. She then said that she was cold and she wanted to go into her car, so we went straight to the back seat to do our thing. Oh my god, and your first time was in the back seat too? We kissed for a little bit and then I went down on her. She enjoyed it a lot. She told me she came multiple times as we were putting our clothes back on. Yeah, I mean, she was blowing smoke up your ass. It's typical. Sorry. I'm sorry. If it was your first time, you didn't. Like, there's no, like, are you the chosen one? Like, as a girl myself that also dates other women, like, you gotta do a math equation. You got a Pythagorean theorem to you know what I mean? Multiple times. Come on. Multiple times and you didn't even know? Huh? Like, she told you afterwards? Like, come on. You would know. I don't mean to bag on this poor guy who like couldn't get it up and then she blocked him and he was high as fuck. Okay. Well, she told me that she finished multiple times as we were putting her clothes back on. After around 10 minutes or so, I told her to go down on me. In hindsight, I should have waited until I was maybe slightly hard. But what the hell? But it was my first time ever and I was high, so I wasn't thinking straight. So I take off my pants and my penis sorry, this penis is just funny. And my pee-pee is completely soft. I told her it's a bit soft and she could try to suck it to get it hard. Oh, like a gummy worm. Oh no. But after around 30 seconds, she stopped. For context, I'm a grower, so my pee-pee looked microscopic. I'm talking 2.9 inches soft. Honestly, kind of packing. Hello. For soft. 3 inches soft. Come on. And then she said that she was sleepy and she wanted to go home. Oh. Knowing that I effed up, we got dressed and I went to drop her off. I kissed her goodbye and she left. I get home and I text her that I made it to my house and I apologized for being soft and that it wasn't her and I was nervous. I never told her that I was a virgin and that I'll make it up to her next time. She then sent me a message saying that she knows that she isn't the problem because she's made many guys with big pee-pees hard before going after my grower. Oh, that's mean. She was like, I know it's not my problem because I've actually made guys with big pee-pees,
unlike you, little shrimp dick,
hard before, and so she then blocked me on WhatsApp and Insta and unmatched me on Tinder. I feel that the reason I couldn't get it up was a combination of events like getting high, being in a confined space, like the backseat of my car, being in the dark, so it was hard to activate my imagination, and having watched porn for 9 years. After this happened, I've decided to work out and completely abstain from watching porn. You know what? And that's great. Like, that's great that, like, you could make that decision for yourself. It's also not your fault. Like, that's, you know, I feel like a lot of people get performance anxiety too. And also, I'm pretty sure weed literally, like, does weed cause ED? I'll put everything on it. Oh, it does. There's no definitive link? Come on! Several studies show a higher prevalence of ED in cannabis users. Okay, so, like, there's no distinctive link, but maybe, I don't know. I feel like it's got it. My question is, how do I get in contact with her again? I don't fucking think you do. I know that I can make her feel good. She thinks that my pee-pee is tiny, but when I'm hard, I have a good size.
I swear, guys.
I thought she looked good too. Any advice would be appreciated. Find someone else and do not do anything that you did that time. Find someone else and don't repeat your same mistakes. Don't get high. Don't do it in the backseat of a dark car where it's like confined and awkward, you know, like, with the right girl, I'm sure she like won't mind if you're soft going into it. Like, that just happens with some guys. Like, you can't control your body. It doesn't mean anything. If anything, it's a compliment to her. You could tell her that she's just so damn fine that you're that nervous, and, you know, might be charming about it. I don't know, but don't go for the same chick, man. Like, she's the devil. She's not the devil, but she's not the most understanding. Before we get into the comments, other Delilah from a different day has to tell you something.
Well, hello there. Don't skip this. This isn't like a sponsor thing. This isn't like a whatever. Like, don't skip ahead. I have something really quickly that I want to say. Okay. Since I'm like not a big channel, I don't get sponsors and stuff like that. There's this new feature on YouTube that's for small channels. It's called Hype. And basically, you as a viewer, you get 3 hypes a week, and what that does is it like gives the creator points. It essentially pushes the video in the algorithm, and if I get enough hypes and I make it onto the weekly rankings, or I don't know, dude, I get like a bonus of something. I don't know what the fuck I get, but essentially what I know about it is that it helps push the video in the algorithm, and it helps with small creators. So if you'd like to do that, I would super duper appreciate that. And yeah, back to the video.
Okay, thanks so much for that, Delilah. I really appreciate that. We're gonna read the comments of this one. Somebody said this happens and it's totally normal. You're no less of a man for not getting a erection. Her reaction says more about her than you. And OP said, I appreciate your words. It was a learning experience at least, so I'm not mad about it. That's a good perspective. Like, you seem like a well-adjusted guy. See, and if it was the first guy that we looked into, he would have taken that as like,
Fuck women. It's time to repost Andrew Tate. Women should not be judges because my pee-pee didn't get hard.
you know what I mean? Like, some guys literally take that to fuel the misogyny for like the rest of their life. It's actually absurd. Sorry, let me fix my ring. Ignore this. See, look, we all have some malfunctions sometimes. It's perfectly normal. It's because you guys make me so nervous that my ring light isn't working. Because you guys light up the room as is. So much so that my ring light couldn't work properly for you. It doesn't mean it's small, it's a grower. Somebody said she doesn't want to see you again, bro. You gotta just let it go. Just do better with the next girl. Just so you know, marijuana can cause anxiety and high blood pressure, which can both make it harder for you to get it up. Not to mention it was your first time and you're with a girl that you've never met before. Recipe for disaster. Good on you for quitting corn and deciding to go to the gym. Those 2 things can help boost your testosterone, so hopefully this won't happen again, Law. Next time before you're about to do it, eat a bowl of watermelon a few hours before, as well as some ashwagandha early in the day. I promise you'll be rock hard.
I fucking love watermelon.
It gets me going. Why am I horny all the time? I eat so much watermelon is why. Watermelon lowers blood pressure and ashwagandha decreases stress, FYI. I think we shouldn't try experimental herbs before. Have we not learned? I mean, if ashwagandha works for him, that's great. Maybe the first time that you're gonna try that,
don't have it be on the day that you meet up with somebody again. Like, you know what I mean? And then this person said, OP said, I've already moved on. Thanks for the tips, brother. Yeah, that was good advice, other than the one thing, but whatever. Oh my God. This one's just titled corn. I use that word because censorship. I want to make money, guys. I'm sorry. I'll plug my microphone back in to make it up to you guys. How about that? It looks horrendous, though. Wait, let me pose for the thumbnail quickly. Okay, sorry. Okay, wait, I need to seriously pose for the thumbnail. Okay, this one's titled Corn. Hey y'all, I have my opinion already, but I want to see if I'm the only one that feels this way. My boyfriend watches Corn all the time, and he wants to do it 2 to 3 times a day. He watches Corn in the bathroom while sitting in his truck, and before we have sex. No, that's absurd. No, yeah, that's absurd. No, yeah, listen, I don't condone... I'm not going to say that, actually. We're not going to get canceled today. But imagine going to hook up with a guy and he's like,
One sec, babe. I gotta get it up. I gotta watch this real quick. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, yeah. Just, you go down on me? Yeah, that's good. Sorry, I'm imagining you're somebody else. I'm imagining you're a freaking corn star because that's all I've fucking seen in my whole life, and my brain is developed around that, and I can't get it up for real women in real life in the real life.
oh my God. Ugh. He watches Corn in the bathroom while he's sitting in his truck and before we have X. I'm not going to lie, it bothers me. Yeah. But the other night I found he recorded us having X without my permission. Go to the authorities. How would you feel? Not good. What would you do? Bad things. Also, he made a comment about the way that my vagina looks while we were arguing the other day, and it makes me never want him to touch me again. Yeah, because his rotted his brain is why. Sorry, I had to put on a sweater after that. Cover up. I'm scared. And then they made another comment and they said he also says things like I can't tell him no about having X because we live together. Oh, so he's just a racist. We're 40 and 42. Girl, no, I won't blame you. I won't blame you at all. But we don't have all the time in the world now. Now, do we? We gotta find someone better than this at this point. I mean, come on. Honestly, sometimes I really want to cause him bodily harm. Yeah, so do I. I'm gonna be honest. I tried to censor myself earlier, but yeah. But I don't want to go to jail. Listen, at the end of the day, don't commit an act of violence against this man. But no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't hurt this man. We don't know what he's capable of. What we do know is that men who tend to have addictions like this tend to not really feel that much empathy for hurting women, for treating women as objects, for treating women as objects for their pleasure, and for disregarding them, meaning that acting like that against him could very well put yourself in danger. That being said, you do have a right to defend yourself if you are in danger, or if this guy's not taking no for an answer, blah, blah, blah. But also, as we know, the judicial system doesn't really favor women in these situations. They tend to side with the creepy men, which is not good, which is why women judges are a good thing. Circling back to that, I feel like they might be less likely to side with the creepy men. Is it not good to have the opinions of a few people, different genders, different whatever? Okay, whatever. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a woman. Overall, get out of that situation so you don't have to be in a situation where you have to defend yourself like that. And recording without permission is fucking insane. I would sue him. That's illegal. That's not okay. You can't do that. Okay, is recording sex without consent illegal? Yes. Oh, let me look up in the States, because most of y'all are America. Also, yes. Oh, it's revenge porn. That's what revenge... I thought revenge porn was when you tried to use it as, if you leave me, I'll leak this, but that's good to know. Yeah, bro. Sue his ass. You know what's better than causing physical harm to him? Money. I don't know. I have the worst advice ever. But no, you could. Just letting you know. We could maybe do 2 more. This one's titled, Hacking into My Ex's Snapchat and Exposing Him.
Okay. So I, 30 female, work in cybersecurity. Basically, I get paid to find weaknesses in systems before the bad guys do. That's kind of bad. Before the bad guys do. I'm hacking the mainframe. I don't know anything about cybersecurity. My ex, 30 male, and I broke up about 6 months ago after a 3-year relationship, and I always had a gut feeling that he wasn't being honest, but I never had proof. He was super secretive with his phone, and anytime I asked about it, he'd gaslight me into thinking I was paranoid. Fast forward to last week. I was working on something unrelated when I had a hunch. Let's just say I know my way around digital security. Bro, I'm scared to say anything negative about you. Please don't hack my YouTube. And well, let's just say I found a way in. I wasn't... No. You can't be, for real. I wasn't expecting much, maybe a few harmless messages. But nope, turns out he had been talking to multiple girls while we were together, including one of my so-called friends. The messages weren't explicit, but they were definitely more than just casual conversations. I saw red, so in the moment of pure pettiness, I sent him a message from his own account. You should really update your security settings. Also, you're a terrible liar. And then I logged out. Within minutes, my phone started blowing up. He was panicking, demanding to know how I got in, calling me crazy, saying I violated his privacy. Mutual friends are now saying that I went too far, and I should have just let it go. Update, any girl that would want help, don't hesitate to ask. # girl power. I don't want to say... Yes. Queen behavior. Hell yes, you are a baddie and you are a queen. Please don't hack my social medias. I don't know anything about it. I don't know how to protect myself either. I will say, is it bad to say it's a little badass? I mean, like, morally, that's one conversation. I mean, I guess you are considered on the same level of girls that have gone through a guy's phone. Have I ever done that? I had never done that for years. And I had so many exes go through my phone, find nothing. It makes me so mad because, like, bro, my phone, like, I don't have anything to hide. But I do. Huh? But I do in the sense that I probably have a photo of, like, my butthole because I was curious as to what my butthole looked like and my phone can reach back there. Or, like, I'll have, like, hundreds of before photos of my body and no afters. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's so embarrassing to think that somebody may have potentially seen that while going through my phone. But I have also gone through... phones. I've only gone through one phone because I don't know, it's hard. Like you said, during the relationship, he would gaslight you about stuff, he would da-da-da. I think that no man is worth putting your job on the line, you know? I can kind of be swayed either way because I can really see both arguments to this. So please let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. I'm actually very curious. A spark just flew out of my outlet trying to plug in another light. I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen. I turn off the big light. This is kind of nice. Kind of sets the mood. Kind of makes me want to watch some in my truck. So because I just eat so much watermelon, I'm so horny all the time. Hey yo, look at me tying all these things together. I'm such a little comedian archetype. Okay, this one's insane. This one's titled, Boyfriend, 27 male, withdrew his help for my surgery, 27 female, in 2 days. This one hits close to home. I don't know if you guys know the story about how after I got a big surgery, and my boyfriend at the time, who was supposed to help me, instead of helping me, he ditched me and went to the strip club and cheated on me. Yep, so... Boyfriend, 27 male, blah, 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 blah. This morning, my boyfriend and I went to Starbucks and got in a small argument on the way home. He stated that I was being a bitch. Okay, first of all, that's crazy. For a comment that I made about my food and how it was prepared incorrectly. I can see how he interpreted it negatively, but I don't feel that I was acting irrationally. It was so small that I don't even remember what I said. Context. He's very avoidant and also going through weed withdrawals at the time. So he told me,
F you and f your surgery, I'm not helping you.
He typically does not handle stress well.
Additional context. He brought our German Shepherd in the car with us this morning, and she was barking her head off in the car. I know this contributed to his stress. I am having surgery on Monday that requires him to drive me 1 hour to the surgery center and take care of me for the day. He got upset and said that he doesn't want to put up with someone who acts like that or says bitchy things, and said that he was breaking up with me, going to look at apartments today. Our lease is up, and we've been apartment searching together, and that he won't be taking me to my surgery or helping me in any way. Over a Starbucks? What? No. Get that man some weed. Like, this is, like, it's a surgery. Like, come, like, we're all adults here. Like, we have to put our differences aside for a second. Like, that's just saying that he doesn't care about your physical well-being. After this, he started to bring up and reference other issues we'd had in the past, unrelated to the topic of cheating, dating, when we had a break. Oh, okay. I understand this still hurts him, and I'm willing to discuss things with him, but they only surface in the middle of an argument, and it almost feels like an unintentional ploy to get the power back in his hands during an argument. He later stated that he said this because my surgery is something that I was asking him to do / help me with. I don't understand how this is relevant. It's not. I only have one family member who lives 5 hours away, and he knows that I don't have family or help near. Is this a scenario where I may have deserved this, or is this completely unacceptable like I feel like it is? No, that is absolutely absurd. I would blow smoke up his ass. I would be so nice to him so that he takes me to my freaking surgery, takes care of me. The second that I'm in good health, bye-bye, bye-bye. See ya! Like, you know what I mean? I think he knows that you're desperate, and he knows that he's your only option, and so he's threatening this stuff so that you'll literally, like, get on your knees and suck his dick and fucking, you know, like, shoot confetti out your ass at his mere existence and kiss the ground that he walks before, because you depend on him and you need him for this. And unfortunately, I think that for your health and to secure that you have somebody to take you and somebody to take care of you, you might have to comply and then leave his ass as soon as you can. This is horrible advice, but, like, you know? Somebody said, OP, don't take him back after you're healed. I agree. Someone said, honestly, I'm sure that if my husband and I were on the outs, I would still take him home from a surgery and vice versa because we're decent people. Your boyfriend isn't treating you well. I don't know history to place blame, but with your description of your interactions, you're already done. As far as help, do you have a coworker who might help, at least with transportation? Yeah. As a lifelong stoner who went to rehab for opioids 7 times, weed withdrawals made me laugh. I'm sure it's a real thing, but, like, definitely not an excuse to be a walking piece of absolute fucking garbage. And then OP said, I fully agree with you. I mentioned this because he was a daily smoker and he is experiencing irritability. Most likely was using weed to self-medicate his anger or other issues, I'm assuming. Man, why did he have to quit right before your surgery? Like, what? Like, that's... You know what I mean? Like, I know that, like, with people who are trying to, like, quit certain substances or certain whatever, they always give themselves excuses like, oh, I can't quit because it's a Monday and Mondays are stressful. Like, I've been there. But, like, if there's any reason to not quit something, it's right before your girlfriend has to get a fucking surgery that you need to take care of her for. Is that a bad take? That one is so absurd. What the hell? This one says, my husband... Me, 27 female, husband, 27, 20, well, me, my 27, okay, my 24 female, she's 24 and a female, my husband, 26 male, left me passed out on the floor while sick and then got mad at me the next morning. I see him different now? We've been married for a few years and have a baby. We had relationship issues after the baby and I thought that we had resolved them and he promised he'd be better and all that. He did get better. He did his share around the house, and house chores aren't a big issue because he just does what needs to be done without a complaint or comment. That's good. But something in the back of my head felt off. I never really explored the nagging feeling, but now I realize that he never showed me any extra care. In fact, he gets really easily frustrated with me if I cause any extra inconvenience. Not sure how I didn't notice until now. So 2 days ago, I think I got sick. I was feeling that gross, thick skin feeling and vertigo, lightheaded, I don't know. And by the nighttime, I was shivering and freezing. I was still able to function, so I didn't think much of it. Complained to my husband about it and then went to sleep. Yesterday, I woke up feeling like my bones were lead. I don't know how I functioned yesterday, but it felt like autopilot. My boss messaged me with some tasks, so I did them on my phone before my baby woke up. Rolled out of bed and somehow took my sister to school. Came back and worked some more. Jesus. Usually I have the energy to flip between being a mom and working, but yesterday I just laid on the floor to work while my 1-year-old son watched some Miss Rachel. Then I had to pick up my sister from school, come home to make dinner. By the time my husband came home, I felt dead on my feet. Anytime I moved, I felt like I was lagging and my body couldn't keep up. I told my husband this a few times. We ate, I put the leftovers away and put the baby to sleep while my husband went to his office to do some quick work. After this, I don't really remember because my brain was foggy. I found myself in his office. We exchanged a few words, but I don't remember what, and next thing I knew, I woke up alone in his office on the floor. I felt so heavy and so out of it. It took so much effort to get up, but when I got out, all the lights were off, the kitchen was not touched, and he was in bed. No fucking way. I just stood in the kitchen and realized that he doesn't care. I already knew he wasn't going to clean the kitchen tomorrow, and that he didn't care. I felt off. I had a busy day planned, and I didn't have time to wash all the dishes the next day. So I loaded up the dishwasher, and then I went to bed. I laid down 5 minutes later. My husband, very angrily, told me to turn off the lights in the kitchen. At this point, I had no energy to deal with him, so I ignored him and fell asleep. The next morning, today, I woke up covered in sweat, but that gross feeling was gone. That's when I realized I was sick. My husband was upset with me. He wouldn't talk or look at me and was stomping around. I tried to ask him about yesterday, but he just grumbled something about me confusing him. Everything from yesterday caught up, and I just can't see him the same. I realize that he has never taken care of me or done anything that was inconvenient for him. I've been sick before, and every time it's the same thing. He gets upset somehow. After I had a baby, he was upset that nothing was kept up around the house and yet got angry with me when I fainted from overexertion at 2 weeks postpartum. I remember him yelling at me that I did this to myself and it's my fault for not taking care of myself, even though just 2 days before he was telling me that he was angry at me for not keeping up with the laundry and that I needed to clean the kitchen because it was starting to smell and he didn't want to cook anymore. Don't even get me started about how he never woke up at night to help with the baby. All these memories hit me and I'm just disgusted by him. How did I not see this? What did I even do? I'm going to stop here before the post gets too long. Edit. He just texted me saying that he's beat and he could barely brush his teeth this morning. Oh, baby. I don't even know what to respond. I can't believe I took care of this man every time he got sick and after 2 surgeries. Yeah, this comment says, you didn't leave the room. He did. That means at some point you were laying on the floor and he just walked out and left you there and went to bed. You literally, the last thing you remember before fainting was talking to your husband in the office and then you woke up on the floor in the office and he just stepped over your fucking limp body. Hello? Hello? What the fuck is going on? Oh, you don't know either? What the fuck is going on? Yeah, and he turned off the lights. He just was like, oh. My wife's limp body on the floor. Just gotta step over that. Turn off the lights in here. Oh, I'm beat from today. Time to go to sleep, everyone. Like, hello? Yeah, and someone said, like, you could have died, and someone was like, this was my comment, too. I don't think it's uncommon for passed out people to vomit while unconscious. Imagine if she choked on her vomit. Honestly, I'd be fearing for my safety around this man. Yeah. And then someone else said she could have had a heart attack or stroke as far as he knows, and he did fucking nothing! Oh my god! Somebody sent a really long thing, and they said, the way he treated you since burying his child is abusive. Abusers often don't reveal their true nature until you're being tied to them and it's harder to leave. Getting their victim to have their baby is their favorite method of gaining lifelong control. It has nothing to do with you personally, and his goal is to break your self-esteem so hard that you live in fear and never leave. A telltale sign of a narcissist is a lack of empathy, as he has shown none for you. Abusers lack true introspection and the ability to admit fault, which means he's not capable of lasting change or growth. That is not love. He's feeding off of you like a parasite. The only way to fix or gain control over your life is leaving. Only escalates and will get 10 times worse if you let this slide. Read up on love bombing, which he could employ temporarily if he discovers that you want to leave. Don't give him the chance to confuse you more. They kept going on, but OP said, only a few chapters in this and I had to put my phone down. They suggested a book to her. I never thought of him as abusive until now. He's always the victim somehow, and that's what initially kept me with him in the beginning, because I feel bad for him. I can't believe this. You guys are dating and married to the devil, I think. Please leave him. Well, I think that's all we have time for today. I'm gonna come back in the future. Hey there, how are you doing? I'm back like a week later. Notice anything? I know you're used to my like wig shenanigans, but would a wig have a crusty ass, dandruff ass, greasy ass scalp like this? I don't think so. I dyed my hair. What do you think? I wish that there was better lighting in here to like properly show you guys what it looks like. I don't know. I feel like this lighting just like doesn't really encapsulate it. And this lighting is why it looks like it's yellow in some patches and then more platinum in other patches. That totally doesn't reflect what my hair actually looks like. I'm so proud of my hairdresser because I'm like the only, like this poor lady. This took us like 5 hours. My hair had like 8 different colors in it and we needed to attempt to make all the blonde pieces at least somewhat close to a similar color to each other. What is going on there? That looks like maybe a fingerprint of black. It totally is. I love my hairstylist. But enough about me. I know, ladies. If you're new here, every single week, I give you guys a prompt at the end of the video to leave a comment about, and then I pick a random person from the comment section to give a shout out to show that you watched till the end of the video. So last week, I gave you guys the prompt to, oh, I need to say something about last week. Okay, hang on. Last week, I gave you guys a prompt because I'm moving soon to tell me about like if you have any like living situation horror stories, landlord horror stories, etc. So this shout out is going to go to Lavdil, something like that. I'll read their comment in a second, but I just want to say, guys, I literally cried reading your guys' comments on last week's video. You guys were so sweet. I feel so bad because I like low-key kind of clickbaited y'all. And you guys were so nice. Like, I don't have it in my heart to be like a clickbaity YouTuber, like... I feel so bad. Okay, so the video was titled Saying Goodbye. And yes, I am switching up my YouTube posting schedule. Like I currently, with all the factors going on in my life right now, I cannot continue to post every single week. But me titling it Saying Goodbye was because in that video I also talk about how I'm moving. And I say goodbye to where I'm living. You know what I mean? And I was so clickbaity about it. Don't look at me. I'm so ashamed. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not leaving. You guys are so sweet. You guys are so sweet. And I'm so sorry for scaring you guys last week. I won't clickbait you guys again. Well, no promises. But I'm sorry for that one. Anyways, let's get to this comment shout out. So this person says, they said, take a break if you need it. I think it's much better than experiencing this amount of stress. Also, based on your description of the apartments, I feel like I would pick the first one, as having a nice living space and a big closet and kind neighbors is important to me. As for renting horror stories, when I moved from my small town to a big city for university, I basically got the first room I saw in person because it was really in the city center and it was relatively cheap. When I started living there, I hadn't seen a soul for a couple days, which was weird, but then I saw this girl and asked about cleaning common spaces, as it was a big apartment separated into 9 rooms and one small apartment with a common kitchen, a couple of bathrooms, and a long corridor. She said that there aren't any rules in this house. Interesting. And then other people started showing up in this apartment. A girl in the room next to mine was blasting music on speakers almost all day and at night.
Hell no, man. What the fuck?
And I think I would lose my fucking mind. She was also watching movies at a loud volume at night, and when I came back from a party once, she asked me when do I have class next morning. I told her it's at 8 a.m. and then she came back to her room with a friend, and I swear she turned up the volume on that music so that I couldn't sleep. It's like a torture method. On top of that, she and her friend were starting drama constantly. They were texting the group chat or writing aggressive notes and sticking them to the furniture in the kitchen or to the front door. About a spoon that was laying on the floor, about trash bags that were laying near the front door, about unwashed pans on the counter. Also, we had cameras in the kitchen and the corridor, which was kind of messed up, but I knew about it when I signed the contract, so that's on me. Also, it turned out that someone was stealing food from the kitchen, and my noisy neighbor and her friend went to the landlord and watched the footage from the cameras, and it turned out it was a girl from our apartment, and she was baking cakes from these products at night with the lights turned off. Okay, when I lived with a roommate, sometimes, bro, you gotta steal like 2 Doritos.
Bruh.
Like you're so hungry and your roommate hasn't touched her Doritos in 2 months and you're like, I just need 2, please. I only did that like twice, I swear to God. I didn't feel comfortable at all in this apartment and I was avoiding being in it all the time, but at the end of the day I had to come back to it and it was horrible. I could go on and on about it, but it was like living with nasty coworkers who always talk behind your back. They were very noisy and passive-aggressive, made rude remarks about the smallest things like the dish you cooked, etc. Of course, not every person that lived there was like that, but I couldn't take it and I moved to a different apartment the following year. Yeah. I mean, you think about the amount of people that move in with one singular roommate and it's like hell. I mean, shit, I have some roommate horror stories myself, and that's why the place that I'm moving into, even though it would be the financially more smart decision to get a roommate,
I'm suffering the cost because, especially with my autism, like, bro, if I moved in with someone that was blasting music, I would make it everybody's fucking problem. And the fact that you said that it felt like, or that she did, like, literally ask you, oh, when do you have classes? And you were like, oh, 8 a.m. And she's like, okay. Like, you take a chance when you move in with one roommate, 9 roommates. You are a survivor. But anyways, I'm glad you're not in that situation anymore. Shout out to you, oh my god, hang on. Lavdale. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. Thank you so much for sharing your trauma. If you guys want a shout out in next week's video, please leave a comment about, oh, I need to take my meds. Med time. If you haven't taken your meds, it's med time. Let's do our med dance. No! Okay, ready for this? Oh, that was so close. Okay, I'll do it again. Oh, why is it touching my mouth? Oh. First try. Guys, okay, if you want to shout out in next week's video, what is your relationship confession? Have you ever cheated on someone? Have you ever been cheated on? Have you ever known a cheater? Furthermore, here's another prompt. If you were friends with a girl and you kind of knew her boyfriend, like you were only friends, acquaintances, whatever, with her boyfriend because she was dating her boyfriend, and this girlfriend of yours tells you that she's been cheating on her boyfriend, do you tell the boyfriend or keep it to yourself for the sake of the friendship? I also have like an earache. Do I have an issue? Need a tissue for your ow. Do I have a sinus infection? Avoid caffeine, salt, tobacco, and alcohol. That's what I have for breakfast, baby. I'm just kidding. Anyways, back to me. All that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want me to look, please give this video a like. If my videos get a lot of likes, it tells me that you guys enjoyed this type of content from me. And now that I've actually found the relationship advice subreddit that is just absolutely filled, I want to keep going on because oh my god. But like, obviously I won't do another video on it if this video doesn't do well. So if you do like it, please leave a like, please leave a comment. Let's try to get, I never do like goals. Let's try to get 300 likes. Can we do that? I don't know. And subscribe if you're not already, because it would mean the world to me. And I will see you when I see you, I guess. Bye.